Modern life is full of hustles, deadline frustration, and demands. For many, stress is a common that has become a way of life. But when you're constantly in emergency mode, your mind and body pays the price. Many people cope with stress in a way that only compounds the problem. However, there are many healthier ways to cope with stress. One of them is to set aside relaxation time. The best place to do so in Kenya is Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost Resort is located on a 54-hectare private piece of land, 8 kilometers from Nairobi, Kenya's capital city of Kiambu Road. 500 meters from the main road, one reaches the main entrance and is welcomed by a beautiful scenery of Arabica coffee plantation, also known as coffee Arabica or mountain coffee. The coffee beans produced by these plants are considered to be among the best in the world, with some people preferring the aroma and flavor of these beans to any other type of coffee. At the same time, beans from these plants tend to contain less caffeine than some other coffee plants. After the coffee farm tour, the guests are escorted to the next entrance, where they are welcomed by a beautiful makuti-thatched roofing shade at the entrance with an antelope skull. Here, they enjoy activities like picnic, camping sites, Stone Age caves, waterfalls, and bird watching. All the roofing in Paradise Lost is done using makuti, a natural dry palm leaves of coconut tree, also known as Cocos nucifera, which are tightly bound together. For the roof to be waterproof, the makuti layer has to overlap a huge margin. The makuti roofs have a life expectancy of 5 years at most. The makuti, which is mostly used in building beach resorts, has been used in Paradise Lost as a tourist attraction. Being 100% natural, it's eco-friendly, community supportive as it provides jobs to the locals, it's cheap, and also cool during the hot season. The resort is a great place for natural lovers with tree appetites. This is a place to be. You will see different species of indigenous and exotic trees which grow together, giving a cool atmosphere. You will forget that you're even in Nairobi. Some of these trees include the Acacia centoplea and Wabuga igadensis. It is also a fascinating part in Kenya for birders to visit, being home to different kinds of birds. Paradise Lost offers a unique bird sighting experience. Some of the birds include lilac-breasted roller, which is a national bird of Botswana and Kenya. Horse and camel riding are also activities that guests are treated to inside the Paradise Lost. The Rendile camel is the most common here.
Ngamia ni aina tatu. Kuna ya Kilendile, ya Kisomali, na ya Kibolana. Huku zinakula manyazi, miti kama hii miti ya njonjo, ile miti iko na mibwa. Hivyo tunastahili kubeba wageni. Sasa wamekuja kutembea huku kwetu, tunawafungia kiti, tunawabeba pia watoto.
Schools from different parts of the country come here to enjoy themselves, both from their primary secondary and higher learning institutions due to the safety measures ensured in every activity carried out.
What I can say about the place, in fact, I've been very much surprised to find that there is such a scenery in Nairobi, and yet we've stayed in Nairobi for years. There are so many aspects that when we come here, pupils will benefit, especially the old age caves, the waterfalls, and then the dam down there. Most pupils, they really benefit in history, geography, and in agriculture, particularly because our students, our high school students, we've taken them to the agricultural land and they've learned more about farming of coffee and other aspects.
Boat riding and fishing in the lake is also a popular activity, especially during weekends when most city dwellers frequently visit this place.
The environment is so conducive. I've really enjoyed myself and I'm just even yearning to come back again.
For safety purposes, boating rules must be observed. That is, one must put on a life jacket. Ride takes at least 15 minutes. No splashing water against each other. One should not stand while riding. Damaged paddle should be charged 1,000 Kenya shillings. For those who love speed, a motorboat is also available. The boats are taken for repair monthly to avoid any unattended leaks which can sink the boat. The most popular attraction at this resort is a labyrinth of caves eroded by the waters of River Gitchi. With the entrance screened by a spectacular waterfall. The view is eye-catching, as most people will attest. The water of the falls stream down and feed the lake, which guests use for fishing and boat riding. The local residents also benefit from this lake as they use it for irrigation, livestock farming and domestic purposes, since the outlet is directed to their farms. This runway path leads to the entrance of the caves. The history of the caves is interesting, as the Mau Mau used to live in them during the resistance of the British colonial rule. These caves were discovered by workers in 1996. An exploration and excavation by archaeologists revealed 8,000 to 12,000 years old human remains. Obsidian rock artifacts from the late Stone Age over 2.5 million years ago were also discovered. Caves formation begins when rainwater absorbs carbon dioxide as it falls through the atmosphere. The rainwater must have carbon dioxide to become acidic. It must be acidic to chemically react to the limestone bedrock, then absorbed by the soil into the ground. As rainwater comes through the soil, it absorbs more carbon dioxide that is being produced by the dead plants. This changes the groundwater to a weaker form of carbonic acid. As it travels down through the ground, it comes to solid rock. When the rock is limestone or dolomite, caves form. The water reacts chemically with limestone and slowly a larger space will form. This happens because the rocks are made of calcium carbonate, a process known as chemical erosion. As the space becomes larger, more water flows through, and as it flows, it erodes. Physical erosion washes away rock and sand. This water makes the cave larger and forms underground streams. Finally, over 100 or 1,000 of years, or even millions of years, a cave is formed. The visitor leaves the caves with an amazing experience, perplexed by the Mau Mau living there all those years in those dark, damp conditions, hiding from their enemies. Being just a short drive from Nairobi, it's a great place to visit for a day trip, no matter the age. The Lost Paradise is definitely one of Kenya's finest tourist destinations.